the twilight of the gods nears, brother will kill brother. Families will be sundered by murder. 4 ages are afoot. An axe age, a sword age, where shields are cloven. A wind age, a wolf age, where the world falls. No one shall be spared.
Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion RPG podcast. Prepare for adventure.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hello, welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok story. When last we met...
Okay, so your boys go zipping off. What are you guys going to do?
We ate, we saw the church.
I think we should lurk.
You could probably go eat again.
Should
we
walk
need to
through town? I mean, check out some of the stores.
We can
Shopping, yes!
We can meander along, going in the general direction of said sprites and mysterious men with our photos.
Well,
Just
he no longer has the photos.
yeah, but we will meander slowly because we want the boys to do their work. So yeah, let's shop. That's right. We haven't done any
And
shopping.
it's a nice day.
Oh, I have.
So I'm wearing shorts, combat boots, my knife, and a tank top.
Okay.
So you're just knives, just out there for everyone to see.
So that means you don't have your guns with you.
Europe,
No.
right?
I don't have my guns with me.
Okay.
I just have my knife that turns into my spear.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So,
You don't even bother to make an attempt, do you?
no. But I'll tell you, I am one good-looking bag. Dangerous.
Packing
but
a blade. Oh, Killer
Just a
Queen.
knife. Yeah, Killer Queen.
Okay, so you guys have, you're having another good meal. Then all,
I'm
of a
not
sudden,
with that.
then all of a sudden, zip, zip, zip.
We found out where he's staying.
Where's he staying?
He's staying at the big building over there.
And they kind of point in the general direction.
Okay.
So
You
there's
didn't get a name?
is there an inn or a hotel or?
Did you get a number?
Right.
I remember I asked for the hotel room.
Crap. It was.
Why don't you show us?
Can you,
Yeah.
can you find it again?
Oh yeah, easy. Directions are easy to do,
Okay.
but numbers are hard.
Can you remember what it looked like and just kind of draw it for me?
It was bigger than me, but it was bigger than you.
Smaller than the
Just
ship.
follow
And
this
right.
right.
Basically, he says,
Come on, follow me.
Okay.
I think you
Okay.
should have sent the dwarves. At least they could tell numbers.
Different town.
Hey, don't be dissing my boys.
okay.
I'll show you a dwarf.
Yeah, you tell him, Edie.
She likes the dwarfs now until they make her pillows stink.
Yeah.
Okay, so are all of you following her and her pixies?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Who take you on this insane through alleys and streets. And, as the pixie flies, means it's like 5 miles longer of a trip than it needs to be.
Which means we're probably not being followed.
There is that.
We find out there's next door to the place where you get it.
Is that a new soap opera?
That's
That's
a
the
new
Pixie
term.
Flies.
As the pixie turns.
So shall the days of our Scion.
Okay, so we're getting
Okay, so
close
you guys
to
get
somewhere.
to this hostel,
Okay.
and basically, what are you guys gonna do?
Okay. They call
you-
it a hostel.
That was fun.
But the second time we actually met our roommate,
And
she was really nice. She spoke English.
Okay, so as you get there, what do you do,
Okay.
Trixie?
So, boys, did he go in? Is he still in the room? Or at least when you left he was? Or
He's playing on the light box.
light box?
Computer.
It's the book that glows.
Ah, okay. In the room there?
Yeah, and they all point to the same window.
Okay. How many floors up is it?
It's just the second floor.
Okay. Is there... What's across the street?
Nice little dinery area with apartments above it. So there's nice little,
What time of the day is it now?
It's getting on afternoon.
Okay, so it's still pretty bright out. Okay.
We could always just go knock on his door.
Well, do you want to just be I guess you want to be obtrusive about this.
Well,
Breaking
you
and
can
entering.
just knock on
Breaking
the
and
door.
entering. It's always fun.
Kane can knock on the door.
And say, why were you taking pictures of us?
Yeah.
Or should we just wait? Right?
And follow
Well,
him.
we gotta be on the ship because it's
Yeah,
going
the
to
ship's
Budapest.
going, yeah.
Well, why
So
don't we
we
just go
can't-
back to the ship?
We
Okay.
can't wait around, so...
We know what he looks like.
Oh, maybe...
We have his phone number.
Yeah, but we need his name.
Why
We
do
can
you
follow
need
his
his name?
GPS.
Well, that's true. It could be used.
Actually,
as
what type of
alias.
phone was he using?
It was a Edge, the new Edge phone.
Okay, because I know on iPhones it tells you whose phone it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, you basically, yes, you got the information off the phone.
Okay. So I have his name,
You have his
Okay.
name,
What's his name?
Okay.
Heinrich.
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 Okay. So,
Better not be Heinrich Himmler.
I cleared all of our photos.
Jesus.
I cleared off all of the photos of us off of his phone,
Okay.
so it's not like
Okay.
he has
Alright.
those anymore.
No, just in the
Uh-huh.
packet. Have the sprites go steal the packet. When he's not looking, when he goes in the bathroom.
Well, do hostels have bathrooms in the room?
No.
they don't.
Oh, some do. I take that back.
But
Some do.
this does have the whole floor shares a restroom.
Yeah. There's some that share like multiple restrooms in a central area on them. Others have them in the actual room. You know. Most of the
And we
time.
asked the boys, it's like, okay, do you know what a packet is, boys? Like a packet of files and pictures and stuff?
Packet of Skittles?
But bigger. It's usually not quite as colorful, but a big envelope type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
we
see
know what
something like that?
envelope.
Is it an open? It's an open floor hostel.
I don't know. Is it?
This one actually has dormitory style rooms.
Most of them do. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'll go check in.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and what they'll do is, they'll put you in the same room with other people.
Yeah, it's a little. They just want your identification, have you check in, show your
Okay,
passport.
sure,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sending one of my boys with him, hidden.
Okay. And they actually put you in a room across the hall from where you've been told the room is.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want us to steal the packet?
Okay. When he leaves that room, yes, I want you to steal the packet. Or what you could do is you could unlock the door so that Kane can get in there.
Oh, we can do both.
Yeah. You can help him steal the packet. Bring it to him, okay?
Okay.
Well, nobody's looking.
Nobody's looking.
Okay.
Okay. So literally like Mission Impossible style. One of the pixies is following you, Kane, and the other four go zipping into the hostel. They go crawling underneath the door, while one is fidgeting at the door trying to unlock it. The other three go and steal the packet. And then,
Slide it under the door.
actually no, they open the window.
That's
Oh,
good.
God.
As you hear struggling sounds from the little pixies. As keep the struggling noises going. As all of a sudden, Trixie's outside the hostel. She looks up and sees from the window a pillow being tugged out and comes floating down to her is this pillow.
Not
We
bad.
got the packet.
That's a pillow, not a
It's a
packet.
packet full of feathers.
No paper. I'm looking for paper.
Photos.
Or photos. A packet full of papers. Not a pillow.
Okay.
And they literally drop this pillow about shoulder height above you and zip back up there to go steal the photos. And just about that point, the door lock clicks. As all of a sudden, continue the Mission Impossible music.
Dun, 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 dun.
From the second story window slides out this floating picture of a bowl of fruit that comes slowly floating down to you.
Picture! It's a picture, right?
No. Paper pictures. Thin, small. Usually 8 by 10 inches. About this size. Packets of paper. Very, very thin.
Okay, and the painting is dropped and just the frame cracks in the ground in front of you.
I think we could have caught it in time.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay, if you're saying you can.
I caught it.
I'm not assuming anything, and they run back up.
Not
And
make a
then
mess.
just
I'm
about
still
that
thinking
point.
You should have sent the dwarves.
Just
She
about
doesn't
at that
own
point.
dwarves.
Just about at that point, Kane is escorted upstairs, and you are pointed to this will be your room. You know,
Okay.
you're sharing it with this gentleman from Amsterdam. He's on a European tour as well. What is the line you tell the front desk?
Just
Stay in the night.
backpacking through New.
Okay, backpacking. Why? It's often we hear Americans say they're backpacking through Europe. This must be a thing. Okay. And just then, give me the Mission Impossible music.
Dun, 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 dun.
You hear struggling noise, struggling
dun,
noise,
dun,
and all of a
dun.
sudden, a small squarish thing comes fluttering down,
It's a receipt.
and in your hands
Sticky
lands
notepad?
his passport.
Paper!
With pictures, and often they flip to the front page with the guy's picture on it.
We're getting closer.
What's his country of origin?
Country of origin is actually Germany.
He has his passport in the country that he lives
Well, his
in.
papers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They always carry
Yes.
their
Because you can be in one country
we have a driver's
within
license.
hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like, boom, you're in another country.
Yeah.
So like we carry our driver's licenses everywhere.
It's basically a quick bus or
It's
train,
not even like,
subway.
sometimes they're smaller than states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, Texas can swallow a lot of Europe up.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
That's true. You can
Is
probably
that
get
it?
from
Is
one
that what
end
you're
to
looking
the
for?
other.
Okay. Manila envelopes, sort of like
Give us
a
those.
goldish kind of color, very pale though.
Okay, and pretty much at that moment when she's discussing it, Kane, what would you like to do?
I'm just waiting for the guy to leave the room.
Okay, well, actually,
He did,
Oh,
actually.
he's out of the room?
The guy that you're chasing, yes, he's
And
not in the room right
Pixies
now.
would have told you if they'd unlocked the
Yeah,
door.
they've been fleecing his room while he's in the
Okay,
bathroom.
have they unlocked the
taking
door
a
yet?
shower. Oh, and you hear a click come across the hallway from the door.
Okay, I'll
It's too funny.
step out of the room.
Okay.
Anybody watching?
Nope, and you hear a psst, psst from the
Alright.
door itself, like literally from the lock. Inside the
Okay.
lock, someone's going,
Hey, big guy, over here!
Alright.
Over here!
Okay, I'll step in close.
Whoa! Whoa, big guy! Open that door slowly. I'm inside the door.
Get out the goddamn door.
Look in the hole. Look in
Look in
the
the hole.
hole.
Look in the door, the keyhole.
Hi.
as you blow into the lock, blowing him out into the hallway.
Hey, you son of a bitch! If you weren't so big, I'd do something to you.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
you're in his room. It looks like someone's kind of lightly fleeced the room. There's things disheveled, moved around. The window is
The
slightly
wind came
open.
in.
Yes, the window is cracked open, and there's the pillow seems to be missing, and there's a couple paintings that were knocked off walls. It looks like one was dragged outside the room eventually.
Okay. So I'll look around for
Okay.
appropriate items.
Dossier packet.
Okay. There's actually a small box that was wrapped, and there's wrapping an empty box in the trash can
Okay.
that just has his name on the corner, in care of, and it's got the address.
Okay. Do a quick
Looks
search
like
for
it wasn't mailed; it was hand delivered.
Okay. Any indication? Bigger than a bread box, small.
It's about this size. We'll say as big as a battle box crate.
Okay.
Or a loot crate.
It's
Okay.
basically loot crate for tactical preppers.
Okay.
So it's about that size of a box.
Okay. And then
Trevor's like, ooh, can I see that box?
It's like, what's inside it?
I'll search the room for anything that might have come from the box.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's not as cool as what's in this one. Ooh.
Stop teasing the boy.
As I torment the boy.
Okay, and basically, you get the idea this is definitely a devoutly religious person, by the way.
Ah, crap.
See, I told you, it's one of
All
those
right.
psycho.
The Bible isn't in the drawer of the hotel room. The Bible is out, and there's another
If he
personal
thinks we're
Bible
messing
there
with
that's got dog-eared pages and bookmarks in different sections.
If he thinks we're messing with dogma or something, that could make for...
Okay, so his laptop here.
His laptop is actually there.
Okay,
It's
pick it up.
charging in the wall. Okay.
Okay, anything, any package of paper, camera, his laptop, etc.
His camera is there as well.
All right.
Okay. And they go, oh, that's not a picture. Tell Trixie that's called a camera.
Here.
That's... Oh, she doesn't know these things.
Slide him out the window.
Do you close it?
Yes.
Or just sliding objects out? Or...
Sliding the objects
Okay,
out.
I thought you were sliding
the
fairies out
pixies
there.
home.
Okay. So you basically you have his laptop and his camera. What are you going to do now?
Okay, is there any paper, packets of paper or anything?
There's some loose papers in the Bible, the personal Bible.
Okay, quick glance at see what they are.
Okay, basically he's got religious dogma written down, phrases, and interesting translations of different cultures to what they might mean in Christianity.
Snap a picture.
Okay, so you're taking pictures of quick stuff.
How spy-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, as soon as you close the Bible, all of a sudden you hear the door squeak open.
Uh-oh. Is this my room?
Okay.
He gets to the lightning...
I will step back behind the door.
Okay?
Okay.
And gentleman comes walking in. He's blonde, got a crew cut-ish look, slightly athletic build, about 6 foot. I didn't leave my window open. And he starts to walk into the room, and what do you do?
Is he going?
He's going straight to the window.
I will step out.
Okay, so you're
Lightning-
just whipping around the door.
Faster than thought.
And into my room.
Into
and
your
onto
room?
my bed.
Okay. Hey! Someone has stolen my things!
Hop up.
Okay? He looks literally across his doorway to your door room. Someone has stolen my things!
What things?
My laptop and my camera!
He doesn't recognize you?
I don't know.
Yeah, wouldn't you think he would after he took
How
that
long have
nice
you been
picture?
staying here?
I checked in a couple hours ago. Well, actually, I guess maybe an hour.
Where are
It's like,
you
wait a
from?
minute, how the hell do you know me?
Yeah.
I'm from the U.S.
All of you Americans must look alike. You're all dark strangers with glasses on.
Well, that's rather derogatory. How rude.
You are the ugly Americans.
And he kind of disgruntledly slams his door shut, and you can hear him going through the room looking to see if maybe he misplaced them, but he's pretty damn sure someone stole his shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so was someone under the window to
we're
catch
yeah,
the items
we're-
dropped?
No, that's
We're
handy.
moving off to the...
I'll go down to the front desk
quickly
and
get a-
tell them I'm
get her-
checking out because they've got a thief. They're stealing stuff from other people.
Oh, I do apologize. We try to protect our guests' property, but some people just are just dishonest by nature. I'm so sorry. I mean, we can give you addresses of other places you can stay at.
I'll wander and find one. Thank you, though. And
Okay,
out
and
the door.
they definitely apologize, give you a refund. Okay, so what do you guys do when he threw the stuff out the window?
Vacated vominos.
Yeah.
Gathered
Okay.
them up
Imagine
and...
it, yeah.
Okay, so where do you guys go?
Let's go back to the, well,
The
we still have
boat?
time before the boat leaves, right?
You got a couple hours.
And he's going to have to explain why his picture went out the window. And a pillow.
Why there's a
The
pillow and a
pillow.
broken picture frame out there.
Should we go back to the boat, or should we just pick some place?
Boat.
Okay, let's go back to the boat for a bit.
Yeah.
Just make sure it all gets back in the box. Since he made such a sad face, I gotta let him look through it. And don't spill the
Is that like-
Tinder.
I was about to say, is that Tinder?
Yes, the packing material they package it in is actually Tinder.
Tinder.
And they tell you flat out in the thing, please do not throw this away, save it for fire starting material.
What is it? What's it? Is
It's Battle Box. It's a tactical version of Loot Crate. I will be doing a review for it later.
Awesome.
Because I have friends that were
What's
like,
the Tinder look like?
it's basically just like birchwood shavings.
Oh, wow. And they give you...
Dude, don't flash that in your eyes. That is an insanely bright light. And pull out the front. It makes the beam bigger or smaller. Look at the beam when
a
it's
space
small.
blanket.
Space blanket, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Matches.
So, that is a good place to wrap it up there if you're heading back to the boat.
Yeah,
Yes, we're heading
heading
back to the
back
boat.
to
We might have to do a
peruse
little
the
background
equipment.
check on
Heinrich
on
did.
Heinrich. Seeing as how we have his passport.
The thing is, yeah, careful the tactical flash. That's really bright. And that's a single AA battery, by the way. It's a really nice flashlight. So now that we're wrapped up, did you want to talk about your experience with hostels in Europe?
What did
Kerrie?
hostel? Yeah,
Hostels?
hostels. They were actually quite comfortable. You know, like we stayed in several different ones in like Switzerland.
You can name
and
drop and say.
well, the one we stayed in the YMCA in Basel, which was a hostel, and that was really nice because we traveled as a family, so we had a room all to ourselves. It was
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, you had to go outside to get to your to the bathrooms and stuff like that, and so they were shared, but they were individual, so you could lock them and stuff like that. And same with the shower, so it was actually really quite comfortable. And most of them, though, that we did stay at had bathrooms in the room, and there was only one hostel that we stayed at 2 different times in Munich. When we arrived in Munich, and then when we came back before we headed to the airport. And that was the only time we had to share with strangers and stuff like that. So that was interesting. But the first night was a little weird because we got in late and, you know, whatever. The
Jet
second
lag.
time on the way, when we were coming back to Munich from Germany, from the outer in the country where we had stayed visiting family, we met our roommate. She was awesome. Oh my god, I thought she was British, but she wasn't. She was German, but her boyfriend's from England, so that's why the accent was so great. And she was really nice, and so that last night was pretty nice. Though I didn't find that. I still didn't find that one as comfortable as some of the other ones we stayed in. You know.
But Germany was in Switzerland.
Oh, we stayed on this one farm, sort of like a B&B in Germany
yeah,
when we went to Reichs.
Is that with the one with all the cats?
Reichstag,
Yep.
your Prem and stuff. Yeah, the one with the farm cats. That was awesome. We all shared the same room, and that was great. But what does?
Oh, the hostel actually originates in the same place as hotel, hostel, hostel, and hospital. From the French hospital, which is hospice, or hospitality.
Hospitality is from a French word. It's
Yeah.
not Latin.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of the Romance languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so it was interesting.
Yeah.
Some of them had great breakfasts too.
None of them were hostile, right?
And you paid for it. It's not like it was free breakfast. Yeah, none of them were hostile.
And none was like the horror movie series.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Hostile hostel.
Yeah.
No.
Though I
no,
have thought about a hostile Titan cult that eats, travelers.
Ew.
But
Sounds
not-
very.
He's
not-
supposed to be the Titan
They
spawn.
might.
He's the storyteller.
They might have a hard time getting us down. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. You choke on
Just
us.
put those dice anyway. So, thank you for the insight into Europe. Did you see any badass chicks in battle boots, tank
Carrying
tops, and
knives?
shirts carrying big knives?
No.
Did you kill any dwarves on your European
I
whirlwind
no.
tour?
I promise you not. Did not. No. No, we had a good time though. Visited lots of castles, some Roman ruins actually, some museums, some very interesting
Some
museums.
awesome museums.
In
with
fact, there was
pictures.
this great exhibit when we were in Basel at the Historische Museum. Anyways, and it basically translates into real castles, fake knights. That's what it translated
I remember
to.
you showed the pictures of it, yeah.
And it was awesome! I mean, it was just as cool. So the first part really began about showing you all about the real castles, because Switzerland had, like, per capita, like, the densest amount of castles at one point in this specific area. But, so they had this great display, and then you got towards the other, like, the fake knights part, and they were showing you you'd put on a crusader's helm, and you would see, like, Monty Python and the Holy Grail inside, or you'd see Lord of the Rings, or and so that was pretty cool. And it looked like you were jousting because you put on the helmet and you were facing each other. But once you put it on, you could only see this movie, parts of the movie they were showing. And then they had this one section where the kids could try on real armor, real chainmail and stuff.
Yeah, because
oh my god,
them.
it was so heavy. And yeah,
it would only fit the kids
because it was very tiny. Daddy tried to put it on. Oh my god, he got stuck, so we had to get him out of it.
He's not a small European-sized man of the
No, he's not.
And then, they were smaller.
Yeah.
Dan would have been a giant.
The Vikings,
Exactly.
the 6'2" Vikings were huge compared to the English and the French.
And then they'd show you other things like Darth Vader. Because he's a knight,
he's based on the armor's based on.
And they had the different pictures. It was just a really interesting display.
Okay, so when are we playing again? When shall we meet again?
Next 2 weeks.
When shall we three meet again?
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
2 weeks. I should still be here, right? That's what day?
7, 14.
That is a good place to wrap it up there.
Hi guys! If you're a fan of reading like I am, and you've been looking to try out audible.com for audiobooks, we have a link for a free 30-day trial. So go ahead and check out audibletrial.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. That's Audible, AUDIBLETRIAL.com/Creative Play and Podcast Network. Thanks!
Hi, this is Jim from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok podcast, and the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And I'd just like to say thank you for listening, and may fate always be on your side. Some things to look forward to currently on the Creative Play and Podcast Network. We've recently posted some of our panels that we listened to at Phoenix Comic-Con, and we have the first 3 issues of our new Star Wars Edge of Empire game, Scum and Villainy. And also, without giving away any spoilers yet, we'll be shooting teasers out for a new game that we're going to be starting this weekend out on our Facebook page, Creative Play and Podcast Network, as well as our new Twitter account, which is Creative PPNet. That's CreativePPNET. So keep an eye out on our Facebook and our Twitter over the next few weeks as we shoot out teasers of what we're going to be playing soon. So here on Ragnarok and Roll, most of you guys have noticed the Honeymoon cruise is rounding up to its inevitable end. What do you think the group should have to deal with in Budapest? We already know that Loki is sending Trixie there to some kind of auction, and she's to prevent Loki from purchasing whatever it is that's going to be auctioned. What would you like the group to run into? Any noticeable historical NPCs? Any specific Titan spawn? I've got a few cooked up already, but I'm just interested to see if you guys want to email us and see what you'd like to see the group run into, or try desperately to avoid being killed by, as the case may be. And also, speaking of what you guys would like, I was wondering to get a little feedback from you guys, because after the group deals with whatever's going on in Budapest, what do you think that you'd like to hear the group deal with as their last story before they hit demigod level? Once they hit demigod, they're going to be getting a whole bunch of power boosts. So, just wondering what you guys would be interested in seeing them run into. Maybe you've got a favorite story or favorite saga. Shoot us an email, and I'll definitely put that into consideration for the last story that I'm still writing. And thirdly, for the Ragnarok and Roll group, we were wondering if you guys had any questions or anything for the group. We were thinking of doing a Skype interview over the phone, since the group's spread out across the country right now for the next week or two. We could do a Skype interview with each other and answer your questions on the air and use that for next week's podcast. So if there's any dying questions you'd like to do, or anything you'd like us to talk about, or just, goof off about, just email us at creativeplaypodcastnet@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and do our best to answer any questions and talk about any cute anecdotes you might have. So meanwhile, over in the D&D Journey of the 5th Edition podcast, this weekend, since part of the group was missing, we just wrapped up a lovely adventure of most of the Unlikely Fellowship. We managed to get the old Lost Mines of Phandelver group back together, and Hogar came to Vandalen with a problem that he needed the group's help with. They had a fun time. It was lots of laughs. Everybody instantly got to click back into their old characters again, and it was a blast watching them play those characters again, but this time at level 5, getting a whole lot more powerful. I'll be posting that probably starting next month, and you guys will be able to listen to the Unlikely Fellowship's reunion. Plus, something for the D&D Journey of the 5th edition I've been thinking about doing is adding a Monster of the Month episode to the D&D podcast. Something that'll spotlight monsters that I really like, or some that I even really hate, and how through the 5 editions they have evolved, depending on which books that I have access to, because I do have most of the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th edition books, so I'll bust out a little research, do a little R&D, see how the monsters have evolved through 5 editions, and what aspects that I like and don't like about the newest and greatest version. And give me some feedback, because if you guys really do like it, the Monster of the Month may become something that I'll add to the Edge of Empire and Scion games as well. Just because, it's fun to talk as a GM outside of the gaming table and getting to answer you guys' questions and things. And I'd also like to send a big shout out to our supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. Email us and let us know what you think, and any questions you'd like for us to answer, or shout outs you'd just like us to read on the show. And like always, guys, thank you for listening.